Got a Kizer. Another one of these small boxes, man. Good for them. I'm digging it. Just keep going. Keep minimizing this whole part of your product. That's just my 2 cents. What do we got? This is a Kizer Mystic. Yep. But I believe it's a mini Mystic. Now I had the full size Mystic, and I know this is gonna go sideways, but I wasn't a fan. I sold it. Yep. Sometimes you just get a knife or sometimes I get a knife that is just so far away from, the vibe for me that I don't keep it. Even if everybody says it's amazing. And I mean, the full size Mystic got a lot of good press. I just wasn't a fan. Yep. Wasn't a huge fan. Didn't float my boat. Punch my ticket in any way, so I sold it. Extra hardware here in the pack, and a cleaning cloth. Again, just minimalistic. There's a sticker in there. Just one sticker. Looks like we're getting ready to have some beers. All right. Well, Mini Mystic. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's aluminum. Does it say? Yeah, it doesn't say. I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's aluminum. And it's got a chalky, kind of sandy grip to it. Yeah. Deep carry clip, standard fare. All right. Let's get this blade out. Oh, nice. Oh, even nicer. Yeah. So this has standard drop bear, escort. That list goes on and on and on. Of this lock, I think it Kizer clutch lock. I'll verify that too when I'm going to look at this material. Yeah, this is here the Mini Mystic, and this one's in Nitro V steel. Looks like it's got clear plastic bolsters, and then I think this is aluminum, and those are on top of these stainless liners. Yeah, but that standard action. Oh my goodness, is it nice on this knife? Yeah. Now I'm not overly a fan of the drop bear. Um, it's just the ergonomics, the shape of the blade, like it. Yeah, I'm just not. Just doesn't get there for me. But there's no denying that the action on it is, it's A or A plus, and this has that action. Yeah, it's stupid good. Wowie, wowie, wow. Very nice. All right, I'm going to look up real quick. Scale material and what do they call that? Clutch lock, plunge lock. Okay. It is aluminum, and then the clear, their version of the acrylic, whatever they're calling that. And it is a clutch lock. Yep. Kizer's clutch lock. And it's 100%, man. Wow, is that thing nice. But yeah, let's get in it. There is some things to look at here. One of the great things is these knives are adjustable without having to do massive surgery on them. So let's do this side first. And I'll show you what I mean in case you haven't seen it before. That's pretty cool. And then this bolster, the clear acrylic bolster, is going to be locked down under the pivot. Fair piece of Loctite on that. It's got a collar. Yep. And then the springs on the Kizer clutch lock, you can just pull that scale, move these from hole to hole. Yep. Very simple. And you can pull the other side at the same time, um, because there's an internal screw that holds it together here. Yep. And that pivot will stay in there. This side comes out here. If I wanted to take this side off, it's just another pivot screw. The pivot bar, I guess, is what you could call it, is actually locked down inside here. It's locked in there. So unless you push it out, it'll stay in there. Yeah. I mean, there's no real need for me to take that apart. And I'll tell you the reason why is because this thing runs like a Swiss watch. I'm not going to change one thing on it. Yeah, it's in perfect tune. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that back up, and we'll put this side back together. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need any adjustments. It's just free running and locked up as tight as I would ever want it to be. Very lightweight. These scales are lightweight. This aluminum. Yeah, everything's T8 hardware. Reversible pocket clip. So I think I'm spinning. Yeah, I am. Mm-mm-mm. What have I got myself into here? So I pried on it. I finally got it out, and every now and then you just get a screw that just doesn't seat right. And when they don't seat right, they can act pretty finicky. And there it is. I mean, you tell me, man. I don't know. Oh no. Now I know that screw's not right. That screw and this screw are in the wrong hole. That's the correct hole for that screw. And I just had it lined up and ran it all the way in there, and now it's out of alignment again. I can't explain it. It just, if it don't line up, it ain't gonna be right. And then in order for me to get it out of there, I got to pry it out because it's just wrong. Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do last time. And then I took this screw just to the hole. And I was very careful about getting that lined up right there. And then, whoop, it ran all the way in, like so, and locked down. You tell me, man, I can't explain it. I have no idea. But it happens once in a while. You just get one that's finicky weird, man. And that's definitely one of them. So I'm going to leave that front one out, and I'm going to try to get this back one to get right. That felt right there. Well, clearly not, because it's just spinning away and not going in. Strange, man. Try it again. See if we can get it. There, I got it. It went straight in that time. It's recessed, so I know it's correct. You tell me. I don't know. The thread's just a hair funny off, and if you don't get it right, it ain't gonna run. But there it is. I don't know. I've maybe run into that 10 or 20 times, and all the knives I've taken apart. And try to be careful and not have it happen on this side. It didn't. It's just that one thread, man. It's just off by just a little booger hair. Weird. But it's correct. Before I put that up, let's make sure. See, there was a little wiggle there. Wiggle wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah, that side wasn't tight at all. Blade centered. Make sure we don't have any wiggly. There's a little bit. I'm going to tighten some more. There we go. Look at that action. Solid as a rock and just completely fall shut. Wonderful. All right, we can get rid of that. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we're good. Quick towel. All right, let's talk about this action. So I can run it with just my thumb. I can run it with just my index finger. And it's in the second hole of the adjustment, so I can make it a little bit stiffer, but I can make it a lot looser. But with two fingers, yeah. I mean, super intuitive, very easy to function. And I think I've already admitted that I had the larger Mystic. It just didn't do it for me. I think it had the Rex 45 steel or something in it. Just didn't get it for me. But the action on this knife is, I mean, it's A plus, man. It really is. It's an A to an A plus. Maybe you could find some tiny flaw with it. I don't know what it would be, because it's just, the slow roll is wonderful. The, just gravity. Yeah, it's just the Spidey flick. Sometimes the spidey flick on this type of lock, your finger can get in the way because as you as you push out with the spidey flick, watch that button. It goes backwards. See how it goes backwards? So sometimes some of the knives like this, you get your finger up on there, and it, you can lock yourself out like that. This knife, no worries. My fingers are far enough back on that it's not causing that interruption. Ergonomics, yeah, I mean it's not the most refined knife. The knockdown on some of the edges feel kind of sharp, like this stuff here. It's pretty straight edged, and so you feel that. You go squeezing that hard, and these edges feel straight. So, I mean, the ergonomics are a little challenging. Yeah, this knife feels really stiff and sharp in the hand because of these edges. I'm pretty sure I could take a file and knock all that down, and if I kept the knife, I would. I do like the fact that you can look in here and see the stop pin right there, running in its little track. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What about other grips? Yeah, reverse grip's pretty solid. Can cap it here, and then this reverse Pacol grip here. That's legit, man. The thumb caps that really well, curves right into the thumb there and over the top. Very powerful grip right here. Not so confident, very confident. I'm going to come up a little bit shy because there's not a true finger guard here, and any forward resistance could result in my fingers coming up and over onto that blade. Yeah, so just shy of a confident grip, but it's tucked in there pretty good. Yeah. Let's check pocket clip. And of course it's old school pocket clip. These things run like the Energizer Bunny, man. They just run and you can't stop them. Yeah, excellent on the thick material. It's excellent on standard jean size material as well. And I didn't even tighten it up. I could tighten it up. It's got the little Kizer logo on the clip. I like it. Just slight poking out of the back of the aluminum scale there. Looks good. Safety. So, no blade contact through the back of scales, and the tip is well recessed in between there. So, tip's good, clip's good, and I can handle this knife any old way I want, and I don't have any concerns about catching the sharp part. Wonderful snappy detent on the bottom is going to hold that blade in. Yeah, good stuff. All right, Nitro V. Big, tall, flat grind blade. Yeah, crazy sharp. Yeah, just super sticky. Wonderful. I mean, the real surprise nowadays is when you get a knife that's not sharp. Because I don't know, the age-old thing. I'm pretty sure sword makers in ancient, Asia, the continent of Asia, knew that if you were going to make a sword, make it sharp, right? Like if you had to write the rules down, rule 1 through 10 rules of knife making. Number 1, make it sharp. Right. I mean, it's at the top of everybody's list, man. Is a knife sharp? If it ain't sharp, it could be a butter knife, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like get it sharp. They get it right. Price and availability on these. I'm seeing them around right now at around $75. So I think that's kind of the go. This one here may end up over at Timber's Edge. And if it did, it would be in that $75 range, would be my guess. But then, you got your discount over there, which would get it a fair piece under $70. Yep. The Kizer Mini Mystic. Appreciate y'all watching.